Today we are kicking off a brand new playlist that is SAP Enhancements, and this is going to be a series all about how we can add our own custom logic on top of standard SAP without ever touching SAP original code. And in this first episode, we are going to answer the basic question: what is SAP Enhancement? We will also get a quick review of user exits, customer exits, BAdIs, and enhancement points, the techniques we will be covering throughout this playlist. So let's get started. So what does enhancement actually mean in SAP? As you work more with SAP, you will often run into this situation: a standard SAP program, screen, or process almost does exactly what your business needs. So just not quit. An enhancement is how we add our own logic on top of that standard functionality without rewriting it from scratch. So here is a simple way to picture it. Think of a SAP standard code like a finished puzzle. An enhancement is a spot that SAP deliberately left open a slot shaped for exactly one extra piece where you can snap in your own logic safely without touching the rest of the picture. The next point is, why not just modify standard SAP code or standard SAP logics? Now you might be wondering, why can't we just open the standard program and edit it directly? Technically we can build, but SAP strongly advise against it, and here is why. The first point is upgrades overwrite it. Every time when a new upgrade comes, it overrides that code. Every time SAP release an upgrade, it replaces the standard code completely. Any direct changes you made are simply wiped out. And the second point is conflicts multiply. So if you did modify something, you had need to manually compare and reapply your changes at every single upgrade using transaction like SPAU and SPDD. These are the activities mostly done by the technical team during upgrade. So forever, for as long as that system exists, it will happen. And the third, enhancements survive. Enhancement techniques like in their own separate protected space. When an upgrade happens, it leaves your enhancement completely alone, so it will not be changed. So the main enhancement techniques basically are, so like, what are our actual options? SAP give us to several ways to enhance standard functionality, and in the playlist we will cover four of them. First is user exit. User exit is predefined hooks SAP left inside older standard program, mainly in module like sales and distribution and material management. And second is customer exit, a more structured way to add code at specific point using SMOD or CMOD without ever touching the original object. The third is BAdIs. BAdIs are the business adds-in, the modern object-oriented way to enhance SAP. They are flexible, reusable, and can even be implemented multiple times. And fourth is enhancement points and enhancement spots. The specific spot SAP embeds directly into its newer code, letting you insert your logic at that exact line. We'll go deeper into each of these in upcoming episodes, but let's take a quick um, first look at each one right now. So the user exit are empty subroutines. Think of them as hooks that SAP developers deliberately left inside certain standard programs, mostly in older modules like sales and distribution and material management, as I earlier said. If you fill in that hook, with your own code, SAP will call it automatically at that exact point in the process. Here is the key characteristics of remember. User exit are found using transaction SMOD and you typically implement them inside a special include program that the exit provide. You write your logic directly inside that include. This technique is mostly found in the older procedure part of SAP. The next is customer exit. Customer exits are really a more structured evolution of user exits. You can say SAP groups related exit together into something called an enhancement, which you can view in SMOD, and then you activate and implement it in your own project using transaction CMOD. The key characteristics are like your custom code lives inside your own function module, kept completely separate from SAP's original program. That means it's never at risk of being overwritten by an upgrade. It's a safer, more organized setup and from a plain user exit. The next is business adds in. BAdIs are SAP modern object-oriented enhancement techniques. Actually, instead of a single hook, SAP define an interface and you implement that interface inside your own class. And here is something powerful. Newer BAdIs can even be implemented multiple times by multiple teams at the same time without conflicting with each other. So the key characteristic BAdIs are found and implemented using transaction SC18 for the definition and SC19 for the implementation. This is the technique SAP recommends for all new development today. So it's flexible, reusable, and much easier to manage long term. Next is enhancement point and spots. These are marked that SAP embeds directly inside its newer source code, sitting right at a specific line, ready for your own logic to be inserted exactly there. So there are two flavors. An SAP enhancement point is a single specific insertion point inside a program. An enhancement spot is a named container that groups several related enhancement options. So this is more complex extension, you can say. So typically, you will find both of these using transaction SCAT directly inside the program source code editor. So let's make a comparison. So user exits are best for older programs. You will really only encounter these in legacy system today. And customer exits are for grouped, safer legacy enhancements still fairly common in older SAP landscapes. BAdIs are best for new development and object-oriented logic. This is SAP's recommended default in almost every modern scenario. An enhancement point or spot are for when you need to insert logic at one precise line inside newer code used whenever SAP has already embedded one there for you. So that wrap up our first episode on SAP enhancement. Let's do a quick recap. An enhancement lets us extend SAP standard functionality safely without modifying the original code. So our changes survive every future upgrade, and we have four main techniques to do that: user exit, customer exit, BAdIs, and enhancement point or spots. In our next episode, we are going to take much closer hand-on look at user exit especially. So if you found this helpful, please subscribe to this channel so you don't miss it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Thank you very much.